Good evening and welcome back to Foundry. We have a problem, and that problem is Techum. We don't have enough of it. Empty. We need not quite 2 belts worth of Techum. It's not quite 2 belts worth of Techum, but we do need somewhere near that. And we're not making that. We're not making it. These make 30, and we have 16 of them. 16 times 30 is 480, which is more than a Mark 2 belt, which is 320, but not a Mark 3 belt, which is 640. The problem is 640 does not divide by 30, so there's no way of making this produce a belt. It just doesn't work. You can't do it. You kind of got 22 of them. 22 times 30 is 660, which is kind of the best you can go. You like 22 of them. We put 11 on here, and these are 2 to 1, which means you then need 6, which will break things. Although we could go Mark 2s, which change things and stuff. So I even looked at the advanced smelters to try and figure out whether maybe they line up with it. Nope, they produce 45 a minute, and that does also not divide by 640, or 640 does not divide by 45. That ends up at 14 you need, so that would be 14 and a half, so you need 7 on one side and 8 on the other, and that's more space in there. The issue I have with these is the sizing. There's, in order to replace that with this, you need more space than this is. So you're not getting, I know space is infinite, we have an infinite world, not a problem, but you can't just drop these in as a replacement. All other machines just upgrade, that's fine. I really kind of wish these were still a 2x2, just taller. That would be okay, I suppose. Or they just need to Mach 2 furnace, and then these ones are like a higher temperature, which are only used for something else, like I don't know, maybe steel should be made in those or something. I don't know, it's weird, but there is no, so this is running at 480, so yeah, we have to build a second one and a third one and a fourth one. That's why I have space here for 4 of them in total. We could technically expand this to make it bigger, because it's not even running full size. We're running yellow belts in here, the Mark 2 belts, but one size is only 8 times 30, which is 8 times 30 would help, which is 240, and that's not even the Mark 2 belts which are running there. They're 320, but again, 320 does not divide by 30, becomes 10.66, so we could run 10 of them and do that, which would be 20. What's 20 times 30? 600, slightly less than a full belt. And then that would be 5 of these guys, or whatever the Mark 2 ones are. I should make a Mark 2 crusher and try and figure these numbers out. So I need advanced machine parts, which is just literally iron, steel, sorry. I need iron as well, don't I? Yeah. There you go, do that. Okay, so let's figure out what this would be as a replacement for that, because I normally build it 8. I normally build it 4 to 8 because it's a nice size, but it doesn't saturate a belt at all. The other thing you got to look at is the input as well. It's 20 in and 30 out, so it's not so bad. It doesn't, like, you're not saturating the input belt. This would require 30 in, 45 out. It's the same ratio. It's exactly the same. You're getting no bonus from this, so it's the same ratio. 30 into 45, you gain 50%. Same here, you gain 50%. It's there. So yeah, and this is 50% faster than that, and requires more than 50% more space. So they need a buff to use, or we need something else. So I don't know, but I don't know. Okay, so boom. Let's see here. So you are double the speed. Okay. So if I put 12 in, that'd be 3 of those. So 80 means it goes 2, 4, 6, 8. You can run 4 of them. So 4, 8, 12. That'd be 24. 24 times 30 is 720, which is too much for the belt to handle. Which is kind of a wasted resource. There. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think go the other way. So, but if we went with we could mix and match. We could do 2 of these, which is 16. So that's 4. That's 8. And then put 1 into the end, which makes 10. And then that's doing just under a full belt. That's the 600. I kind of like that. And we can do that right here. Because what I can do, I need to make some more crushers, but I could just literally take this crusher right here. And go 1, 2, and then a third normal one. And then put a... oh no, I can't. Hold on. No. Because I put 2 in there, we've only got a 1 gap. I need to put 2 additional in there because there's 8 in there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we need 9, 10. We have to move it up, which is doable. Even that doesn't even have to move. We can move it up. Let's do that. And there we go. Bum, bum, bum. We now have 10, 20 running. So we have 600 coming in. Again, not quite a full belt, definitely not 2 full belts, but that's fine. We need to build another one here, which we will do. I will also upgrade these to the same schematic because it will work fine. It fits in here still. We just add 2 under here and it will fit, so that'll be fine. But that should get us going here because this was struggling. I think our science died a death because we're not feeding it at all. Nope, we only feed it if the backs up, and it's not backing up because we're making so many things and doing so much stuff, and you see it's not even getting down here. So there's nothing here at all. It's just it's just dead. Everything's being used before we get anywhere down the line. So tech him. Let's see if I haven't paste there, paste there, and there. So we are always feeding off the bus. I just haven't been keeping up with actually filtering the things properly. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. Actually done this in a long time. Aha. In fact, don't think I've done it at all up here. Nope. Nice. Okay. No, haven't done it at all. We should be feeding off the line and feeding everything in order. So yeah, like that. But we want to be doing the opposite for the science. The science actually comes last. So we copy this and we paste anything that's going up the same. So that one. Only 3. Okay. Copy that and paste this one here. That one there. Oh, no. Copy that one and paste that one there. So it prioritizes. So this prioritizes going down the bus, so science is considered last on the list. So it must fill up everything from the base first before we go to science. Probably not a great idea, because eventually things will die. But if science stops working, like it has right now, that means we need to replace some stuff down here. So let me build a another one of these there, and just like that, the Techum has been doubled. Look at this beautiful, wonderful fragrance going into the air. It's a spring morning fragrance. That is spring morning. Wonderful, beautiful. Just breathe it in. Lovely. Okay, so I'm hoping the station can keep up with the amount of ore we require now. It may not. We'll see. Yeah, these won't back up at all, so we'll see how that goes. The other thing as well is the second one is the only one feeding the science. So the first line feeds the bottom one and starts there, and then they all start sharing. But it's the first one that only feeds the top one, only feeds the science. So yeah, we should be okay. We should be okay for that. Okay, we've got loads of science stuff to do. We've run out of tech completely, so everything kind of came to a halt. So bit of a pain, but yeah, it is running now. So joy. Okay, so what else is it we want to be doing? We're making these things here, going there. There was a comment. Wisemac mentioned in the last episode that when we come to doing these satellite factories, the little things over in places there, we should have like a normal footprint. Like we should choose a footprint and have it be that size. And I like that. The footprint may have to be this size. It may have to be 31 by 27. I think it's suggested 25 by 25. That won't work because you need to have a shipping pad. The shipping pad for the assemblers the assembly lines are this size. So it's got to be that size minimum, plus the ability to get it up and out, although that could overhang, which wouldn't be a major problem. But what I was thinking was, and this is just I can't build it to show, but so we have a factory, and on the ground floor we do one thing. I can't really explain this until I unlock assemblers, and I haven't got assemblers, but the easiest way to kind of do it is, let me go into the tech tree and have a look. So here are assembly lines, and you'll see here we have many different assembly lines. We have the assembly line start, the producer, the painter, mergers, splitters, all those sort of things here. The assembly line can go up, down, left, right, backwards, forwards, round and round. It can do all sorts of things there. There's a splitter, there's a merger. Not sure why you'd split and merge. I don't understand. That one confuses me. That one confuses me. I don't know why you'd split or merge them, because the start line produces the same amount that these can run per minute. So I don't. Whatever. It can be, I suppose, so you can merge them together for shipping out at the end. Whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What we get at is that you put the assembly line start down, and you have to give it the torso for the robot you make. So if we're going to make combat robots, for instance, you see combat robots are made of 4 different components. So we have the torso, the arm, the leg, and the head. Obviously 2 arms, 2 legs required. So you have your assembler, which starts and requires a torso. So we would build on the ground floor everything required to create combat robot torso. We would then use the rails, which can go up and round corners, to go up to the next floor, and the floor above will make an arm, for instance. And it would attach the arm using the producer, and then it will weld the arm on using another producer. So you need 2 of them, one to attach it, one to weld it. Then we go to the floor above and we attach the other arm, because you have 2 left and right arms. Then we go to the floor above there and we do leg, and the floor above that we do another leg, and then the floor on the top we attach the head, and the floor above that we paint it, because you have to paint them as well. So that means we're going to need 6 floors. So torso, arm, leg, head, painter. 7 floors. We need 7 floors. And each floor will produce everything it needs to do the thing that it wants to make. So the ground floor will produce the torsos, the floor above will produce an arm, and then it will produce another arm, but it will be rotated 90 degrees, because the idea would be we'd have the factory, and then over here we'd have the torso, the maker. So these would make all the stuff that goes into the maker. It then goes up, turns 90 degrees, goes up again, ends up on the floor above, but it's facing this way now. So the arms get made and go that way, and then this goes up, turns 90 degrees, goes up again, and now we're up here, and then up here and up here, and it goes up and up and up 7 floors. And then on the roof we put the final where were we? We put the shipping pad. The paint is quite possibly the worst thing because you require low density oleumite and oleumite gas, and you need ridiculous amounts of paint. You need 30 litres of paint per minute just to paint a torso. One torso. 30 litres of paint required. Yeah. And they're only the same size as we are. They're only this size. So 30 litres of paint. Wow, that's where their armor's coming from. It's not metal, it's paint. So you need stupid amounts of paint. So we might have to make the paint. Can't really make it in situ because we'd have to ship the oil in, and oil's a pain to move around. So that's my plan. That's my plan. So what I'm going to do now is clear out loads of stuff here and put in all the other factories required to do the bots, because I kind of just want to get that done and dusted and out of the way, and then we will move on to pastures new, because this is old and we want new. I also need to put in some things for this because we don't have any way of making any large buildings. We don't have any way of making these guys yet, and I could do with a radio tower. The radio tower will let us get the handheld receiver, which we probably have unlocked already. Yeah, there, the auto uplink, and the auto uplink allows us to basically do this anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. I've unlocked all the licenses as well for everything, so cool. So we can just be anywhere and go bop and job done. Many drones will wait. There we go. Cool. Okay, so for you it'll be a few moments. For me it's going to be 84 years. Okay, so this is taken a lot longer than I expected, but that just seems to be the way of things at this exact moment in time. Being ill sucks. You think, oh, I've lost a day worth of stuff, and you end up losing 3 days very easily, and before you know it, you're recording this at 4:30 in the morning, ready to go up for midday. So maybe I'll catch up this week. Maybe, who knows? Anyway, in addition to making the maintenance drones that we did at the last episode, we are now making mining drones here. Mining bots are being made and sold on the market. So let me just give you a quick run through here. It's just standard stuff. We have wire being made into electronic components. The electronic components comes out the back here to go this way. The Techem continues round because Techem is used in the hover engines here, along with the electronic components and advanced machine components, and that goes through these and then out to those. The hover engines come down to this here. We are making polymer board here, which goes into these to make the circuit boards, which also use the electronic circuits. It's all sort of interconnected and intertwined, and this goes down here to here, and then this steel and that comes around here to make that. Boom, there you go. And then over this side here, I went and built mining bots. Because I built that and then stopped playing, and then came back a day, half a day later, and then when I built mining bots again, so I've had to destroy this and rebuild it. Yeah, but this is needed 2 floors. I didn't have the space. I could have made it wider. I didn't, but it's the same thing. We are making wire. Wire becomes electronic components. The Techem continues around and stops here because it's not actually needed at the end. This is hover engines in here. Uses electronic components, which are here, and advanced components, which are here being made, but the advanced components just come back here to stop. The difference here is that we have fluid assemblers, which are using glass and steel and electronic components to make energy cells, which are going out the back, sliding through and along to here. We're making our circuit boards here, that's why we have those at the top there, but we need 2 of them because this also requires polymer boards to make. So we do this here, this comes down here, but this goes along here. The circuit boards come out the back, snake around and come this way. The hover engines and polymer comes down here, and then this and the machine part. Odd enough, machine parts, not advanced machine parts for these. Strange. But these are the science bots, little hover science bots, which do sciencey stuff, I suppose. And we're only 3 of them. We only 2.5 of these technically, but I put 3 in because it just rounds up easier. So we're setting them now as well, which is fantastic. I have also had to expand the power because our power failed on us. We didn't have enough going on there. And I put a little bit of a failsafe in for it. Excuse me. Like I said, being ill sucks. I've had a weird throat for ages, and I'm just constantly eating sodas or lemon things, whatever they are. But anyway, we have expanded the power out because we needed more. And what I've done is I've actually disconnected the power offset. So these offshoot power into here, and then this goes on to our main system. So this is no longer connected to these. Oh, excuse me. But here we have one connection and a boiler, or an old style boiler, which currently has a 100 biofuel in it. And the idea is that because our power died not because it was overloaded. It was overloaded, so I needed to fix that anyway. But because we ran out of ignium ore coming in, for 2 reasons. One, you'll notice our money is a lot lower than it once was. That is because I have upgraded the laboratory on the space station. So every time we make a bot now, they get more experience per bot. So we're spending loads of money on that. But because of that, we wasn't buying. We was buying in xenoferrite and techum, which were the 2 main things that were the first 2 on the list. So there's buying xenoferrite and techum, and then running out of money and not buying any ignium. So I have now reordered that so that we are making ignium. I have a... Did I not? Yeah. Here it is. Boom, I didn't put it down. Let's put it back down here. Like that. Here you go. So yeah, because I couldn't even contact the space station to figure out what was going on. So I put the burner generator down, put some biomass inside it, and found out it doesn't do anything when you put this station down. It just doesn't do anything. But when you click the contact space station, that's when it starts using power, which I thought was weird. We also upgraded to a mini custom manufacturing combine, which is quite nice. But yeah, so our R&D lab is now up at 1.7%. I wanted to get it to two times, so instead of 1 experience, it gets more. So but yeah, but I spent all the money because we can't upgrade anything because we are capped. Oh, we're in the market office. What's this? Oh, I think I was. Yeah, we were 91% and I ran out of money, so I stopped that. But we can only store 1 million, and we were already well over that. So I just spent all the money doing that. So yeah. So yeah. So now our maintenance drones and our mining bots are going to get more efficiency, so they can speed up doing things, because that will just make us go faster. The science drones we've just started making, these are quick to make. These are not. These are the slowest to make, so I'm kind of going to leave this one in the lab. The lab just means you can focus on them. So every time you build a bot, you gain 1 experience. If you put them in the lab, then they gain more experience. So right now, we get 1.7 experience for each 1 made. Bonus experience, that is. So yeah, so instead of just 1 experience for making one, we'll get 1 plus 1.7. So I think that's the way it works. So yeah. Yeah, there's that done there. Boss, awesome. So we're building out this. But yeah, I had to excuse me. I had to reorder this because they start at the top. So they'll buy all this, then this, then this, and this. So Iridium is the most important, followed by techum, followed by xenoferrite, followed by mineral rock. Not even got construction materials here anymore, so it's fine. Also, was this always 8 minutes? Was this always 8 minutes? So you see, it goes away and a new ship comes along. It's got 8 minutes to deliver. I thought it was 10. I thought it was 10 minutes, but apparently it's 8 minutes. So I don't know if that's because of any upgrades we've done. I don't know if that's because of the reduce the time to college ships travel. Oh yes, it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I never noticed that before. Right, okay, so yeah, so we're saved by 2 minutes, and if we get that one, we will save another 2 minutes. So it was 10 minutes. Maybe it was 12 minutes. Then it goes down to 10, then it goes down to 8, and then it goes down to 6. Strange. Never noticed that before. There you go, answer my own question. But anyway, that's what we've done. But now this is on this side here. So if for some reason the power fails, through no ignium, or the power drain is too high or something, I don't know, these inserters will never struggle for power because they will get a boost from this one, and this guy is only running these ones here. So if I click on the power grid, you'll see we now have 2 grids, one here which is the burner generator for this, and burner generators are a lower priority than your main turbines. So because the turbines are producing enough power for the transformer to run this, the burner generator does nothing. It will only kick in if this fails. So if the transformer can't produce enough power, then the burner generator will kick in and keep these going. And it has its own loader as well, which goes there. These do not require power, so it's fine. You can load ignium if you ever run out of biomass. And I'm just going to, every time I come over here, I'm just going to make sure I click that to fill it up with biomass, because I always have biomass on me. I always have it, because there's a lot of trees. But anyway, before my throat goes completely, we're going to leave this one here. And I shall carry on, and I shall make the other bots. We only 3 bots left, I want to say. Sorry, I have a list. Where are we? Science bots. Yeah, we got the screen bot, the cleaning bot, and the transport drone. So we have 3 bots left to do. I will try and get them done. As I said, I'm going to have a bit more time this week, so hopefully I can catch up, and I feel better as well. So yeah, so we can carry on. Okie dokie. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I do know these have been a bit, but I need to get through this, and then once we got through this, we can go and do the more exciting stuff. So like the assembly lines and other bits and pieces. So yay, and we can get it done. Awesome. So yes, thank you for watching. Until next time, as always, have fun.